It is that time, guys. SoFi stock update is currently about noon on the East Coast, and SoFi is up about a 0.25%, hanging around $29.90, $30, right in that ballpark, as the overall stock market, guys, is all over the place. We have some red in the S&P and the Nasdaq, but the Dow and the Russell are green, as we're seeing, the VIX up a little bit, the metals, which have been going up, those are continuing to go up. So we have to go over SoFi, the charts, what I'm doing, and some insider selling going on. We got some news the last couple of days here that some insiders, well, have been selling. We're going to cover that in this video, guys. So yeah, let's dive into it. If you guys find value, of course, hit the like button. Cheers. I appreciate you all for tuning in. Check out the Patreon if you guys want to keep up with what I'm doing in my portfolio. I post weekly updates, guys. That is linked down below, pinned in the comment section as well, linked in the comment section. So yeah, let's dive into it now. So SoFi is pretty much consolidating, guys. Right at $29.80, $30 a share. That is where we held a good amount of time, for a good amount of yesterday, rather. That's where we held $29.80, $30 for a good bulk of the day. You can see here we held that on SoFi, and that's where we're at today, pretty much. All of today, at least so far, we've been holding, consolidating at that level. And you guys can see something else, or maybe not. Don't worry, I'll point it out to you because I see it. Look at this. Higher lows. We put in another higher low this morning. You can see yesterday morning we got down to, I think, $28.96, I think was the low in the morning. And this morning we got down to $29.40. So if you're noticing this subtle higher low being made, being put in, that's a good sign for the bulls, considering all of these other higher lows here that we're seeing on the 5-day, 5-minute. So it looks like here, subtle higher lows being put in. Now we're just waiting for that next leg up, right? For that push, for that break, if you will, to test $30.25 again, $31, which those would be the next gaps to fill. Excuse me, guys, at least in the short term. We can see here $30.25 roughly was the high from yesterday. And you guys know $31 was hit in that overnight market. So I think that is where, we could be going in the very short term. And in the grand scheme of things, guys, the bulls are still in charge. On this 1-hour chart, we're above the 50 SMA. On the 30-minute chart, you guys see the same thing. We're above these moving averages. So this seems like we're consolidating, and who knows, we might consolidate for a couple more days for all we know, which would be fine. That would be healthy. Honestly, I wouldn't mind that. The previous all-time high was $28 roughly from a couple years ago. We obviously broke out of that. I wouldn't mind maintaining $28-30 as support for a little bit, consolidate here for a little bit before that next move. But the question is, how long are we going to consolidate for, guys? Will it be a couple days, couple weeks? You never know. What do you guys think? So, with that being said, let's take a look at some of these insider sales. And honestly, man, there have been a lot throughout this year, but we had a couple, we got some recently over the last couple days. And over the last month, let's just dive into that right now. By the way, hit the like button, guys. Feel free to subscribe, follow along for more content. I appreciate you all for tuning in as always. So we can see here, these are all sales for the most part, right? These are all sales. We can see if we look back, these go back to June of 2024. So there hasn't been a ton of insider activity, I guess, over the last year. There has been a decent amount, but not an unbelievable amount because a lot of these sales were from 2024. Literally up until this blue bar, up to this blue bar, rather, is 2024. Then here up is 2025. So there haven't been insider buys at all this year. We'll set that straight, but we did get some purchases in December of 2024 at $16 a share from Eric Schupenhauer. He bought, it looks like 30,000 shares. Anthony Noto, the CEO of the company, bought 30,000 shares at $6.48. What a price. Back in June of 2024. And by the way, that's when we were really pounding the SoFi content. I was buying the stock like crazy, and people were calling me nuts back then, guys. Hey, don't call me crazy. And oh my God, I just saw this right now. Holy smokes, guys. This, I forgot about this. The Qatar Investment Authority. Oh my goodness. Do you guys remember this? In June of 2024, they sold out of their entire stake. And I'm pretty sure they had SoFi from IPO, right? Or maybe even before. But they sold their entire stake, $134 million at $6.78 a share. Talk about horrible timing. The Qatar Investment Authority literally sold at the bottom 20 million shares. If they still had that investment now, guys, holy moly, it'd be pushing. It wouldn't be at $1 billion, but man, it'd be probably pushing $500 million. That $134 million, they sold, that would have been pushing $500 million. Think about that. I forgot about that until now. We covered that in real time, but holy smokes, what a bad sale there. I don't know. Maybe they had to get out of the shares. Maybe there was some legal stuff going on. I don't know the details fully, or maybe they just sold out, put money elsewhere. Not the best timing there. But let's see what's been going on recently, right? Forget about what happened last year. Who cares, right? It's not relevant anymore. We can see in the last couple of days, we got Kelly Kioff. I can't say her name ever, but she sold out, it looks like 10,000 shares, about 3% of her position. She sold out. That equated or equaled or whatever, added up to about $280,000. So not a crazy sale, but that is one that we got recently. And Jeremy Rochelle, the CTO, he also sold a 6% reduction of his position, of his SoFi stock. He sold $2.7 million worth, about 98,000 shares. So those are the two most recent sales. And I mean, Kelly, oh my gosh, I just realized Kelly has been selling for a while. Kelly Kioff or Koff. She's been selling. I mean, all these sales are pretty much her and Jeremy Rochelle, funny enough. And Magdalena Yasil, a director, she sold, looks like here, some options exercised, but she sold out 38% of her position in June. So I'm not saying this like, oh, now's the time to sell SoFi because insiders are selling out. That's not the point of this video or this part of the video, guys. It's just fun looking at, to be honest, and looking back. Of course, hindsight's 2020, but it's fun looking back and being like, oh my God, the Qatar Investment Authority sold. That's under $7. It's like, whoever runs that is probably kicking themselves right now. I don't know. What do you guys think? And again, I'm not saying this to be like, oh, now's the time to sell SoFi, because I'm not selling SoFi. I'm going to let this stock run. I might lock in some profits at $32 to $35. Like I've said before, time and time again on the channel recently, but I'm not selling out of my my entire position, right? I'm not selling out of my entire position because why would I? It's not like this company, the fundamentals are crumbling. If anything, they're getting better. But the stock has gone up a lot, so you got to balance. You got to find that balance a little bit where you're up a lot, you want to lock in some profits, but not all the profits because, again, you believe in the company. The fundamentals are not deteriorating. They're getting better. So, yeah, what do you guys think about that? I was going to go over some other stocks, but we did run a little too long for this one. So, yeah, we're going to just wrap it up. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. Follow along for more content, guys. And check out the Patreon. If you guys want to keep up with what I'm doing in that portfolio, check it out. Link down below. Or go to stasurfs.com/Patreon. And I'll leave a pinned comment. It's in the comment section. You guys can find it there, the link. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you all in the next video.